You know damn well you're not gonna get in the then don't do it. So, and then I go back and I'm about to talk to her. She kissed me. I'm like, wait. Hey guys, it's your girl Nana back with another motherfucking video. If you're new to this channel, I'm Nana, as you could tell by the title of this video. But the title of this video, y'all, I'm doing a juicy story time on my worst breakup and how my mother found out about that I like girls. You know, yeah. Y'all should already tell by the title though. But okay, let's get into the video, y'all. Let me tell y'all this juicy story time on the worst breakup I've had in all my 17 years. This was the worst and one of my first. It was so bad, y'all, because your girl got some receipts right here and we're gonna get down and dirty, but no names will be said. So I met this girl, I'm gonna say like it was around my birthday. I met this girl around my birthday. Let's call her, this is Pumpkin, y'all. Yeah, y'all remember Pumpkin from the last video? This is Pumpkin's story. So I met Pumpkin around my birthday. I was turning 15. And I was introduced by Pumpkin to one of my older ex-friends. We're gonna call her Sydney. Sydney introduced me to Pumpkin and she was like, oh, y'all will be cute together. She wants to go with you or something like that. She likes you or something like that. And so I'm like, I don't know, because y'all, remember I told y'all at the time I didn't know if I really did like girls, and I didn't want to be one of those girls who just experiment with people. Like, that's so weird. Like, if you're a girl, you just experiment with girls and you don't know you like girls, and you know damn well you're not gonna get in the then don't do it. So I wasn't trying to be one of them girls. Basically what happened was she texted me on Instagram and we went to the same school, elementary school together. So it was like I knew her sister. She was a year younger than me, y'all, so I wasn't really thinking about it. Nobody was like, because my other friend Sydney, she went out with Pumpkin's best friend. We're gonna call her Kitty. So Pumpkin's best friend Kitty was dating Sydney. Pumpkin and Kitty were in the same grade and me and Sydney were in the same grade. So it was like, okay, it's cool. It's only a year, So she put me with Pumpkin. I invited Pumpkin and I invited Kitty to my birthday thing along with Sydney. Me and Sydney were already there and I was nervous. I've never seen this girl in my life before. I've only texted her. Me and Sydney were at the movie theater. I had my birthday party in the movie theater. When they said that they were there, me and Sydney were, mind y'all, since I live in DC, we went to the Magic Johnson Theater. Mind y'all, it's like a corner near the arcade. Me and Sydney were near the kiosk in a corner, peeping around to see if they would come in, right? Mind y'all, we see them come in, we like, oh, hey, here y'all. So I'm over here hype over this little baby stud. Okay, so they walk in, I'm nervous, I'm like, so they come in and we just chilling. We going to the movie theater. Mind y'all, I'm going to say my ex-best friend's name. Her name is Hannah. She sat next to me and then I had Pumpkin next to me. Mind you, my best friend never liked Pumpkin. My best friend hated Pumpkin so much. She did not like me talking to Pumpkin. She didn't want to be near Pumpkin, nothing. We sat down, we watching the movie. My mom on the end, or I think she was out. I don't remember. We chilling. When the movie ended, I'm like, I look over, I make Pumpkin bend down, right? And I just go to talk and I whisper to Sydney, I'm like, I'm gonna kiss her. I think I like her. She like, do it. So mind y'all, the movie ended and the lights coming up. I'm just like, so I lean in and she moved her face. I was like, damn. And then I go back and I'm about to talk to her. She kissed me. I'm like, wait. Hold on a second. Wait, pause a minute. Wind that back.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Did you just kiss me? But in the whole time I'm trying to process that, my mom is starting to walk up. So I'm like,
I'm in danger.
did she see me kiss her? I'm like, shit. I'm behooved.
Excuse me.
Everything going smooth, right? Whole relationship was mostly like chill, but it's like arguments here and there, and yeah. And she's a basketball player as well. Pumpkin plays basketball. So she'll tell me about her games and I'll tell her, oh, you did a good job, or maybe next time, like, nobody's perfect, stuff happens, you know, being the supportive black woman I am. And then shit started going downhill. Like, when I tell y'all, that shit went real fast. My first issue was with her ex. They were like this. And I had a problem with that. I had a huge ass problem. Like, my childish ass wanted to fight the girl. I hated the girl. I didn't even know the girl, y'all. So I had a problem with her being friends with her ex. But her excuse was she was there when you weren't, about something that happened. Basically, she was saying she was a better person to talk to. So me being me, I'm like, what the fuck? Then go be with her. Since you can't talk to me, y'all, if you were in a relationship with somebody and you can't talk to them, leave them. Cause then y'all not supposed to be in a relationship. You wasting each other's time. Honestly, that shit ain't cool. It was that simple fact that she could have left me. Oh, basically she had a problem. I had a problem. We had a problem. Another problem we had was my friend Sydney sent me something. Pumpkin is on a live full of girls twerking. What the fuck? But you know, me being, I was rude and insecure, and just a little, like, you can't do certain shit to me and expect me not to say nothing. So for me, if you're in a relationship with me and you on a live full of girls twerking saying I'll send you $10 if you twerk, go whoop your ass. So mind y'all, she couldn't talk to me about not nothing, but I used to talk to her about my mental health. And it came to a point where one time we took a break and I broke. I had went to the mental hospital and I was in the hospital. My mental health took over and I said nothing to her except for her friend Kitty. Now Kitty in this story, she's like a protagonist and we love Kitty. Kitty know who she is. I talked to Kitty about it. I was talking to her through the whole process when she knew about the whole thing, and I guess when it happened, I couldn't use my phone. Mind you, Pumpkin was calling the shit out of my phone and I wasn't answering. She got mad. So I'm like, sorry, I couldn't answer. I'm in the hospital, da-da-da. She's still mad. Like, why are you mad that I was in the hospital and I couldn't answer the phone? Okay. But it came to the point where we ended up breaking up fully. We broke up and we were still talking. This is where it becomes toxic. One, we broke up. We would talk every day still. And it came to the point where it was like we were together, but we weren't together. And every time I would try to talk to her, even when we were in a relationship, when I would like try to talk to her sometimes, she wouldn't try to like talk to me. It was almost like she didn't like talking to me or like being around me. So I was just like, she says this. Mind you, y'all, we're kids. She asked me to be her wife. This is where this comes in. She says, me being me, I go along with it because why not? Because I wanted to be with her, y'all. Like, love make you do some weird shit. And I had to learn that, and I still am. That is so fucking toxic. Like, this girl was being toxic, and I loved it. It's not cute to be toxic, y'all. Don't be toxic. That's where most of this shit, like... So towards the end, we were not together. She had a birthday party. She told me, so I'm having a birthday party and I'm going to invite my ex. I'm like, so mind y'all, I still didn't like the girl for real. But I was trying to mature off the fact that she could be cool with her. So I'm like, okay, whatever, da-da-da. I'm like, I'm just gonna keep my distance because, first of all, I don't know the girl. And second of all, whole time party happening. We're cool in the beginning. She get mad. I get mad at her. She like, oh, you're not sleeping in the same bed with me. And the girl goes sleep with her ex. I was like, bruh. What? Some bullshit. But we not together. But I was still tripping because you was mine. Oh. Yeah, but no shade to the ex, nothing for her, because I got to know the ex, and she cool. This is where all this shit go downhill. She tells me I need to find somebody else, and I should have never left my male ex. Mind y'all, she got me, like, she turned me out, but I was already, like, there a little bit. So I don't like boys no more. So she like, you need to go back to liking them. You need to go back to liking boy ex, da-da-da. Because if you're my significant other and we end up spending a lot of time together, I will get separation anxiety. I already have anxiety. So it came to the point where I would get angry when we couldn't be together sometimes, or when she was always busy. Because she was always busy. She was a basketball player. And her and Kitty were always together. So I just got like real jealous. And I'm like, you can never spend time with me. I'm your girlfriend. You can never spend time with me, but you always with Kitty. You always playing basketball. But I didn't understand it. Like, I would always tell her like how painful that shit was. And she didn't care. Like, I told her, she told me she didn't care. I told her, you don't never care. And got mad at me because I said that. I went to Kitty about everything in the relationship. Kitty knew about almost everything in the relationship, and that was my big mistake. Don't go to your friends about relationships. When we first broke up, I went to Kitty about what Pumpkin had said to me. And basically, Kitty told me to leave her. So I texted Kitty at 12 o'clock. So basically, I was just complaining about her friend. Basically, she was trying to tell me to shut up the whole time because I would not stop talking. But it came to a point where it was like, you just need to leave her. because our communication was off. Everything was toxic. At one point, Katie started blaming me for what happened because of how I treated her in the beginning. Because I also had a friend, and we're gonna call this friend Mumu. I knew Mumu kind of before I knew Pumpkin. So me and Mumu were like this. When I tell you we were like this, we were like this. Like, that was my girl for real. But Mumu had a crush on me. And I guess it was obvious for them to see, but I didn't really see it because it was like, she's my friend. I go to Mumu about everything. Like if I didn't have anybody to talk to, I could talk to Mumu. And I loved her for that. And I still do. I still appreciate her. So she was mad that I had that type of friend, and that I would always go to Mumu about everything, and that Mumu knew a whole bunch of stuff, and that me and Mumu were so close. She didn't like it, so she didn't like Mumu, and so they always had a problem. Her, Kitty, and Pumpkin always had a problem. Pumpkin would take out on me about how me and Mumu shouldn't be friends, and she was always in competition with Mumu. She sent me a screenshot. My 15th birthday, I had took a picture with Mumu. I was taking a picture of everybody. I had a photo shoot for my birthday. I posted it on my story, and my friend said you guys would be cute together. I liked the picture, and I really wasn't thinking about it. I was just like, what are you mad for? She felt like she was in competition. Whole time she was never in competition, because at that time, all my eyes, my heart, it was all for Pumpkin. Like, that's all I wanted to do. All I wanted to be was with Pumpkin. But I guess she felt like she was at competition with something that there was no competition in. She was trying to put herself in a competition that there wasn't there. But when I do it, when you talk to your ex, it's a problem. Mind y'all, we were together for almost 2 years. So it was just like, because it hurt to let go, so I just wouldn't let go. Even if I tried to, I just couldn't. Going into the story about how my mom found out I like girls was when we went to Houston to meet my mom's boyfriend. So me and Pumpkin were talking, but we were not together. We would be on the phone every night while I was in the hotel. I'm in a hotel with all my cousins, my godmom, and it's like one big room. So if I'm on the phone, they can hear everything I'm saying. So I try to sugarcoat it, or I try to walk away, or try to do something. So I guess they caught on. My godmom already knew from Miami. I told her, because she was like, I knew this. I'm your godmom. I knew this stuff. So my godmom caught on. She knew. But she told me she wouldn't tell my mother because that's invasion of my privacy. Correct. It was somebody out that room of my cousins that snitched on me. That's how my mom found out. So somebody told her. She sat me down and told me that I lied to her. Now, I'm in trouble because I lied to her about having a girl over and liking a girl. She knew I was bi, but she didn't know I liked girl. So towards the end, like, we were starting to drift apart and stuff became more hard because we weren't together. At one point, I could not take it anymore. Why? Because she is a Taurus. Taurus are so evil. I've been with almost 3 Taurus. I will never be with another Taurus again in my life. Y'all are devil spawns. Y'all belong in the deepest parts of hell. Go to hell. But so towards the end, I sent her a really long paragraph. At the end of the paragraphs I sent, I told her I want to grow and build myself, and you're not willing to do that with me. You want to be toxic. You want to treat me a certain way. You want to discern the way you want to, but it's not all your fault. Most of it is mine. Mostly all she did was point out what I did, and all she really said was good night. So it's just like, I see that you don't care, and that's fine. But every time I did care, I always got my feelings hurt. When we were about to take our break, she told me, I don't feel the same way you feel sometimes. What you mean by that, bruh? If you're in a relationship with somebody and you don't love the person like the other person loves you, or you feel like that love is fading, tell them and break up. Basically, I couldn't let go, and it took me maybe a month to move on, but it was really hard because I would just sit in my room and cry, because this happened during the pandemic, and I tried so hard to get her back at one point where I would call her in the middle of the night and start crying, hoping she would feel sorry enough to take me back.